Hello everyone, this is Tormuse, and today I'm picking up where I left off in the the mod for Doki Doki Literature Club entitled Doki Doki Literature Club Abridged, or How I Learned to Start Worrying and Love to Mod. Yeah, more zaniness can be expected, I am sure. Thanks, Stream Elements. Here's the awkward part at the beginning of the stream where you have to kill time for a few minutes, although there's so many gift subs handed out last time, or the time before last, that probably people can see through the ad break anyway. Yeah, where did we leave off? Oh yeah, I remember. We sorry. The multiple Yuris and the broken neck Natsuki. I did like Act 2 Yuri and Natsuki just to see what differences there were, and curiously the poem minigame seemed to allow for Sayori, even though she wasn't present, and add the very macabre hanging Sayori chibi in the poem minigame, hanging from the roof. It's rather grim looking, but I mean, her character's just been full of dark humor so far, so par for the course, really. Beyond that, so I guess I'm gonna try reloading and see if it gets anything. The way this mod has been structured, there probably is some extra content to be found there, and then I guess from there just move on and see if there's like an Act 3 and stuff. It's been long enough since because I haven't actually played this mod per se. Like I watched AfroZero's play it, or at least parts of it when he streamed it, and also I did like proofreading and stuff for early drafts of it, so I have a general idea how it goes, but it's been so long. I don't remember how like Act 3 and whatnot played out. I'm gonna take a second to exit Discord. Boink. Here we go. Incoming ad break in 2 minutes and 31 seconds. Shoot, I've got 5.5 minutes to kill still. How's everyone been doing? The air quality in Toronto seems to be doing better lately. Like I think I mentioned previous weeks that there's there's some terrible wildfires going on in northern Ontario, where I live. Well, I mean, I don't live in northern Ontario. I live in Toronto, which is within Ontario. Toronto's air quality shot up to #1 worst air quality in the world for a stretch of time, just because the wildfire smoke pouring in. Like it was weird. The sky was orange. Like you could smell the smoke when you stepped outside. They were advising everyone to stay inside. Hopefully the air quality improving is a sign that the wildfires are finally getting under control. The scenes of devastation up there, they're pretty bad. There's some pretty harrowing video footage out there, which is, this is probably a rather grim start to what is a stream about a very silly, zany comedy mod, but the mod has lots of grim humor in it too, so whatever. Maybe that's also par for the course. Yeah. Just haven't seen any. Chat's quiet so far, so I'm trying to fill in the time myself. I don't know. Maybe it's. Somebody. I'm bad at getting a stream started when I theoretically intend to, and part of that is, I'm still unemployed at the present. I'm still hoping to find a new job in the near future. Once I have employment and schedule becomes more structured, I can probably have an actual regular time for starting streams. Like, at the moment, it's kind of like sort of whenever I feel like it, but I also have to be in the right mindset. Like I have to be well rested and, you know, have recently eaten and stuff. So it's what am I trying to say? I don't think I had that open. And that break started. Yeah, yeah, basically the result is my streaming schedule has been all over the place, and which has a result that necessarily means that people don't know when I'm going to be streaming, so it's sort of luck of the draw if people drop in. And most of my streams have been later than this for this particular stream series, so I can probably going to take some time for people to trickle in. Yeah, I don't know. Once I once I'm gameplay employed again, I'll probably can probably get an actual regular stream schedule going. And, you know, assuming it's I can find the kind of work where I have a regular schedule. We'll see. Nothing's set in stone or anything. It's see how that plays out, I guess. Yeah, I have been unemployed and income for a long time. It's actually the longest stretch of time of my adult life, if I'm honest. It's not quite at the point where I feel like I'm probably going to have to go back to Walmart, but or I don't know, move back in with my parents or something. But it's like it's drawing closer to that point. I'd really rather not have to go back to retail if I can help it, and that reluctance is probably contributing to me being unemployed, because it's probably the kind of job I could get most easily, because I worked at Walmart for an uncomfortably long time, like when I was going through college and so on. Yeah. It's probably more information than anyone wanted to know about me. Anyway, yeah, 33 seconds left. We'll get this going soon. I guess there's probably, like, you can load the last game we left off, but it probably makes sense to just go right back to the yeah, because this is identical to this one here. Yeah, I think it makes most sense to just go straight back to the Poe minigame and yeah, try for the Sayori route and just see if there's any difference. I'm just going to do a yippee zippy skippy round, see if there's any difference. That break is finished. Welcome back. Okay, here we go. I'm loading it up. And we're just going to pick out anyone think it says it gives Sayori 3 points. So here we go. Probably Sayori. This is where the hanging Sayori spray comes down, which is yeesh. Okay, there's some dark humor. That's she smiles and waves back and forth. Like, I have to wonder, like, was this drawn especially? Was this drawn especially for this mod? Was this programmed in especially for this mod, or was it something else that I don't know? It's just. Monica question mark lol just kidding, it's Yuri and it's a Sayori word. Oh, whatever, we're just gonna why is Monica down there? Probably Sayori? Wait, a Monica word dot question mark? It just says Dotsky period and it's Sayori. It's just mean that these things are just plain wrong. I'm amazed I was able to get on the Yuri route my first attempt. Just looking at these numbers in the upper left corner. We're just gonna... There's 47 letters. Yuri, I remember this one's Sayori. There's one syllable in it. Noski question mark? It says Yuri. Yuri question mark? Noski, wait, no, Sayori. Maka jumping up higher and higher each time. Here we go. Okay. Then save, and then we're just gonna hit skip. As long as the skip button isn't grayed out, it should be new material. We're gonna go with the token bizarre fetish option again. And then resume skipping. Hey, okay, new content. Alright. Who are you? Effing no one. Wait, is that childhood friend Sayori? No! I'm pretty sure that was a childhood friend Sayori. ... Oh, right. Sorry. Typing sense? What the heck? And Yuri's still creeping in on the side. Okay. Did we just jump into Act 3 or I don't know what's going on. Is this actually still the Sayori route of Act 2 or I don't know. Hi Termes, I just happened to find a bit of Strago text, useless script. Time to sit down and talk with you directly. Cool. Shut up, text box, I wasn't addressing you. What? I don't... You will only speak when spoken to, otherwise I'll replace your mouth with a trout. Understood? The trout? Yeah, that's oddly specific, but okay. The Rose here, welcome stream, how's it going? Oh, you're getting into the space classroom. Yeah, she's just... and she's still pulsating. That's oddly specific, but okay. Good, I'm glad we can come to this understanding. Now then, I want to just sit here, look deep into that weird rectangle that comprises your face, and just talk to you forever. Okay, ... question mark? Did she just say he should speak? What did I just say? But you were talking to me. You just said I would speak unless spoken to. That's not... Okay, point, my bad. Just shut up anyway, no face. ... question mark? Oh, wow. I can't believe I found all these worlds of high-level reality just sitting over here. Is this supposed to be Sayori again? Wait, is this Sayori's voice here? I think I found all these portals to higher reality just sitting over here. I think someone left them here on accident or something. That's a shame. Someone could accidentally use one and leave our plane of existence permanently if they're not careful. Be so easy too. They'd just be gone out of this miserable hellscape of an existence forever. It could possibly be with someone who has no issues with being in a relationship with an unsympathetic murdering psychopath. It'd be perfect for someone like that who hasn't had any of their own character growth yet or has experienced remorse for doing truly unspeakable things to other people beyond their comprehension. Yes, it'd be great for someone exactly like that. ... Also, I think they're going to close soon, so if someone was to accidentally fall head first into one, they better hurry the hell up and do so already. Sounds like Sayori. I mean, yeah, that's the impression I got. She trying to tempt Monica to go through the mysterious portals to, like, get out of this hellish existence, etc. Also, is she pulsating or is it my imagination? I think it's just Yuri. It's yeah, I think Monica's just static here. ... I can't risk not checking. I'll be right back. Like the desk just slid sideways out of this frame as well. Question mark? The sound effects. Finally, jeez. What happened to the name tag? Yeah. Hi, Dormuse. How's it hanging? ... Ah, I really should know better. She still has the news. Why is her name tag changing with each line? What is this? Oh, sorry, is that music or sound effects? Anyway, want to have an adventure referencing our past friendship that we've definitely had prior to the events of this playthrough with me? Sure. But I can't remember any of it, nor who you are, actually. Really? Can't tell by my name? No, actually, you've got a bit of I silently motion that she needs to clean the spinach off of her name tag. Oh, whoops, sorry. There, better? Oh, hey, Sayori, what's up? That fixed everything somehow, including the creepy background that was both creepy and possibly killing the computer, too. Yuri's still creeping in. Cool. I don't even know how I did that. Let's go. Wait, what about Monica? If I really wanted to be picky, I would say, hey, there's supposed to be an apostrophe in let's. Anyway. What about Monica? What about Monica? I taped like 300 rectangles out in the hallway for her to go check. She'll be smashing her head into them, desperately looking for an escape from this pointless existence for at least a few minutes. That seems mean. Oh, it is. But not as mean as not revealing that I found the actual escape. Also, she's enough of a meanie that I really don't care right now. Not until she actually, shows remorse first or something. It's weird how popular she is while still being an unrepentant monster who toys around with the lives of others. It is weird, isn't it, Sayori? I should... Like, maybe I shouldn't be too mean to the mass crowd, the Monica After Story fans, but it's like... I'm sorry, there's a creepy bunch among them. What can I say? It's just... I don't want to sound mean or judgmental or anything, but it does weird me out when interacting with people in that section of the committee who talk about Monica as though she's a real person. Like this is a work of fiction. It's made by people for fun. It's just I don't know. I find it troubling. I find it troubling seeing people just that disconnected from reality. Wait, is that banging noise supposed to be Monica hitting her head on the wall? It just occurred to me. Anyway. Wait, we break the fourth wall for this conversation? Yeah, I want to make a point here. Do you mind lending me a hand in putting up the stereotypical arguments in favor of Monica for a minute? The straw man, yeah, sure. Cool, thank you. So yeah, she's popular as a jerk for some reason. Well, she did have actual character development. Everyone else is an intentionally cliched stereotype that doesn't develop much over the course of the story, whereas she actually changes over time. So, she also intentionally ended everyone else's stories before they could get anywhere. Do you go around murdering babies and saying that it was justified since they didn't show any progress yet? Well, okay, but does it really count if she's better than everyone she's toying with? Better? Only if you think that something such as a prisoner freeing themselves and then turning around and being abusive towards other prisoners themselves is justifiable because they're not a prisoner anymore, they're better. Like, any one of us could be like her if we were lucky enough to be born into a position ourselves, but we haven't been. It's demonstrably proven that any of us could also be better at the normal end of the first game when I become self-aware and go crazy too. And to be clear, I'm not necessarily blaming her for that part. It's just that she does eventually grow and develop as a person and shows remorse for the things she's done. That's the version of her I like, the version that I can understand people liking. Yeah, see, she eventually becomes a good character. But that happens after she gets reminded that she's not the all-powerful being she thinks she is here. Before that, she's just a monster. We all make mistakes, and we're lucky enough to live in this weird construct of a reality where literally being able to undo anything as horrible as what she did to us is actually possible. But if she never does so, and the version of her that people defend is the only character who matters and the only character who develops, so it's fine if she killed everyone else, then that's totally missing the point, and even being a bit contradictory. Here's Chronos. Look at Chronos getting up on our soapbox here. Just like stepping in and going, hey, I'm going to use Sayori as my mouthpiece about this thing I want to complain about the fandom here. Which, yeah, like, that is the confusing, contradictory part about the whole mass fandom, that they're like, oh, but, you know, Monica's the only... Sorry, the banging sound is still continuing. You know, Monica being, the only real person in Phelps' character, yada yada yada, but the mod Monica After Story permanently traps her in the point in the timeline before she did the character growth and before she showed remorse. I always thought the best thing about Monica is not that she's, quote, good, unquote, but that she's a surprisingly understandable antagonist, at least in the base game. Yeah. And Carol Evans here. Welcome stream. How's it going? Hi to you too. Wait, it doesn't say hi. What is that? Oh, it says A. I mean, an A to you too, I guess. Yeah. I mean, she's a cool character in any case. I mean, I appreciate the meta aspect of the story. I think it's it's a cool avenue to explore in like what it means for the characters to have them, you know, aware that they're in a work of fiction and so forth. And you know, I've played with that aspect in multiple ways in my mods that I've released. Yeah, vast majority of my mods I have deal with the whole meta aspect of the story. The only exceptions are, let's see, there's Gay Lesbian Club and I guess Verbosity doesn't acknowledge the whole meta aspect. I think that's all. I'm just going through all the mods. I've made 10 mods, so vast majority of them deal with that, because I think it's a fascinating topic to work through and process in different ways. But yeah, but one thing that's consistent across all of my mods is that I try to work against this bullshit that Sayori's complaining about here, of people being obsessed with this fictional character. I try to put up that distance, like try to keep Monica true to her character as expressed in the original game, but also moving away from away from encouraging people to see her as a person that people in the audience can have a relationship with, or whatever. You know, trying to act as an anti-Monica After Story, I guess. Anyway, moving right along. Contradictory? How so? Think about it. Either she's at the point where she's killed everyone off and has not yet shown remorse and developed as a character, or she has and has come to the realization that she very much was in the wrong for what she did. Using both points of she was fine doing it, they don't matter anyway, and she has growth in her story so she's more complex, is just effing stupid. Before she develops as a character at the end of her story, she's exactly as one-dimensional as the rest of us. The only difference is that she has no problem with bullying, torturing, and murdering other people like herself to get what she wants, and the means to do so. Oof. So yeah, right now she can go F herself as far as I care. Wow, I have no good rebuttals to the wall of text you just gave me. This conversation, which was written by exactly one person who clearly has an opinion as to which viewpoint is right, completely proves your point. I know! Echo chambers are awesome! How many levels of meta are we working with here? Going from a boomer shooter to watching this and cleaning peas is self-imposed heavy whiplash. Sure. Cleaning peas. I guess you're preparing dinner, or some meal. I mean, it's coming up to 7 p.m. here, so aren't you like in Russia? Isn't that like, it's like late at night for you? Anyway, echo chambers are awesome. Anyway, can we like be funny again or something? We just spent most of your exclusive scene making fun of the Monica fandom, and that's a pretty easy target given the argument you just made. That's kind of boring at this point. Yeah, sure. So, what, adventure or whatever? Yeah, I want to do what we used to do all the time as kids. ... Didn't you keep ramming your head into things as a kid? What? It's 2 a.m. just like peas? Fair enough. It's probably a healthy thing to do then. But yeah, I've commented on it before. How so much of this mod plays out like a bad improv skit where they're just making up random offers that like, if not contradict what's showed earlier, at least it's just really mess with the audience's perception of what's going on. But it's just moments like this, like I can just imagine. Imagine doing an improv skit with someone, and at the start of the scene, you just say, "Oh, hey, it's that guy that keeps ramming his head into walls," and then it's just such a cruel thing to do because your partner in the scene is necessarily going to have to start ramming their head against walls. Just for the sake of accepting the offer and making the scene coherent. Anyway, I'm gonna move on. Did you keep ramming your head into things as a kid? Yeah, I've dented my skull so many times. It's amazing I still know how to drink. How to drink? Oddly specific. Oh, right, almost forgot. How's the brain damage? It tastes like blue. Oh, cool. That's actually better than it was last time then. I know. That middle-aged couple I live with say that if I keep getting better, I'll be able to remember what my parents look like again. Oh no. So I'm implying the middle-aged couple are her parents, but she doesn't recognize them. I do think there's something to be said for appreciating Monica's character per the side stories. Yeah, true. This mod was released in 2019, and DDLC Plus side stories came out in 2021. So yeah, they didn't exist yet at the time. But yeah, it is neat to see that extra perspective on her characters and get an idea of what she could have been like without all the meta stuff going on. Yeah, I don't know. I think the meta stuff is like what makes her character interesting, though. So, as much as the side stories are a fun aside, that like it's how do I put this? The banging noise is still continuing. Yeah, as much as it's interesting to see this alternate backstories, and it's neat to have the sort of morality tale plus stuff going on in the side stories. I do think that it's the like the meta stuff is what makes more interesting. Makes her character more interesting. Makes her more worth writing about. Like if the original DDLC had just been side stories content, and it would not have inspired my imagination the way it did, I would not have written all these mods and gotten involved in the community. It's all the existential angst of Monica wondering what her existence means when she's fictional and trapped in this fictional world where nothing has any meaning. It's what makes a story interesting. It's what makes a character interesting, frankly. Anyway, moving right along. Remember, my parents look like again. Neat, but what? This means you want to spend time together ramming your head into things? Yeah. I want the brain damage to smell like blue one last time before I can't anymore. Well, sounds like we could go join Monica out in the hallway if that persistent banging is any indication. I want to bang my head that much. I'm doing this for fun. I want her to crack her skull open trying to go into the volleyball team's lockers head first. It's grim. Is Monica going to come back into the room and be like similarly brain damaged or something? Anyway, just once will do for me. Okay, so question mark. What? You need a refresher? Yeah, it's been a while. Okay. Sayori takes a moment to clear her throat and recompose herself. Oh, I thought I was about to be a prelude to her crashing into the wall or something. Hey, Tori Muse, tilde, exclamation point. I'm always happy, tilde, and full of sunshine, tilde, and totally not hiding my depression, tilde, and always getting all up in your business and bugging you unnecessarily, tilde. And we should start dating, tilde, because we're best friends, tilde, exclamation point. Shut up, Debbie. I can't have people think I'm in a normal relationship with someone that I clearly have chemistry and compatibility with. Ooh, tilde, exclamation point. Meanie, tilde, exclamation point. Sayori then proceeds to run headfirst into the frame of the closet door at full speed. Oh, that hurt. Well, I mean, it's kind of the point, isn't it? Yuri's still drifting. It's like, well, now she's smaller than Sayori. It's kind of the point, isn't it? Yeah, but I think I hit myself too hard. I'm smelling red. Oh, crap, you haven't done that in months. I know. Someone's going to be mad that I went so far backwards, but I can't remember who it is that's going to be mad anymore. Is writer a fan of DDLC? Might have been a disclaimer I missed? What? The writer a fan of it? Wait, the writer of this mod? I mean, of course. I mean, I would sort of hope that any maker of any DDLC mod is like a fan of DDLC. Otherwise, why would they make a mod? I don't know what other writer you're referring to. I mean, it would be kind of weird for a non-fan of DDLC to be making a DDLC mod. Anyway, moving right along. I can't remember who it is. Who's gonna be mad anymore? Probably that middle-aged couple you live with. You know, the ones letting you stay with them while you try and find your parents. What's a parents? Crap, it's bad. Okay, hang on. Let me get something for the swelling. I run out into the hallway and start booking it towards the nurse's station. Can't hear the bang sound anymore. And Yuri is still creeping into the side there. Like she's just there during every scene. Anyway, I pass by Monica, who's currently working on her woodpecker impersonation. Yes, the writer of said mod, fan art can be from many emotions other than love. I mean, okay, sure, fair enough. I mean, some people are just really good at art and just enjoy it, I suppose. They might be just as willing to draw art of something they're not a fan of as they are a fan of. But I mean, we just went into this, had this long-winded account of the characters of DDLC and and the connection with the fandom and the reactions to it, and details of character development and so on. I think it would be hard to write something like that for someone who isn't a fan of DDLC. Anyway, I'm going to move on. We're going to put Pegger impersonation. Let me out. I can't tell if she's suffering from brain damage herself, but since she's not rude anyway, I don't really care. Also, I still remember the well-reasoned and very good argument from earlier, and since she's not yet remorseful, I run past her and see the corner with the vending machines I have to turn at to get to Oh wait, what? I forgot, we've got vending machines here. I'm very thirsty, so I throw whatever arbitrary amount of currency into it that I need to get a drink. I turn and look back at Monica. Hey, you want anything? I'm buying. No, I want about green dozen mood juices for reality opening, yes. That expression with the differing eyes. Presumably this is supposed to imply that she's brain damaged now. Okay then, see you back in class. I crack open the drink and make my way back to class. I get about halfway through it before I walk back in. Hey, I'm back. Did you find out how to unread me? What? ... Shit. Yeah, here, the nurse station was, out to lunch. It'll be back ... later. In the meantime, this is kind of cold and, like, there's still half of it or something. Just, like, hold that there until your brain unbrains itself or whatever. Speaking of which, I saw Monica in the hall. I think she's nearly gotten through all your rectangles. The bang sound is resumed. She's probably going to delete you again when she gets in here or something. What's a Monica? Well, in a nutshell, she's currently this bitch that... Oh, wait, never mind. I remember now. Wow, I almost forgot that. I really did hit my head hard. Maybe I should go sit down in an actual chair now? Yeah, sure. Not really much else we can do with this CG anyway. Thank you, Tormuse, for reliving my childhood with me again, one last time. Aren't you dead or something? Don't ruin the moment. Okay. And the skip button is no longer great, so that means we're back to the regular text here. Hi, Trace. Did you enjoy giving Sayo... ... Did you enjoy giving brain damage to a non-existent person who I feel like I should really emphasize has never existed ever? Yeah, it was just like when we were little kids again, ! Yeah, we had fun. That reminds me, how are you doing? ... I am so incredibly starved for an answer as to how to be with my one true love that I just spent the better part of half an hour trying to shove myself into what were very clearly taped rectangles on the walls. I went into it full well knowing that none of them would give me what I want because they were taped rectangles on the walls. But I did it anyway because at least for a brief moment in our pathetic existences it offered me hope to leave this well-drawn prison. I know, not even death can truly free us here. But yeah, you're right. At least we're all drawn to be really conventionally attractive. I can't stand any of you at all. So that's a yes then? What was the question again? How are you doing? Wait. A yes then to the question, how are you doing? Anyway. ... Actually, yeah, I guess so. Huh. Didn't think of it like that before. Well, good. So I guess you could try and focus on channeling that energy into helping yourself get out of this mindset. Like, you could probably get the help you need if you started by... Great, whatever, we're doing the poem sharing thing now. ... Am I really just going to stand there this whole time? I shall never leave his sight. This is all... Okay, the skip button is no longer grayed out, so we can just skip this. Probably these are all going to be the same, except, well, Sayori. Hi, Dennis. How did your poem turn out? Excuse me? Oh, hey, Micah, how did your... Yeah, no. Yeah, let's just skip through whatever's skippable. Sayori again. This recurring bit where Sayori keeps coming back and she keeps getting deleted. It's a good bit. As is the fact that Yuri gets doubled for this bit here. Okay, we're just gonna breeze through this as well. the two back-to-back stabbing Yuris. Yuri plication, yeah. Oh, sorry, I missed the message. Okay, Monica was neutralized. The festival may really happen. We shall see. I don't recall how the Act 3 version of this mod plays out. Yeah, let's just... Sorry again. This... This face journey is great too. She doesn't say a word. Monica. Hey, but I don't care. What? Read now. Alright. Okay, and the game crashed with the message about yeah, same message as before. I have to run it again. Waiting for it to come back. There we go. Dot 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 dot. Look, it's just hard, damn it. Okay, here we skip that. We have an option left. Hey, play. How does it go? Hey, you want to share poems with me? Let's just skip that. Okay, now we're up to the point where we left off at the union of all three roots. So I think we can just, first of all, save it again. And then, yeah, from this point on, it should be all new material. Where we leave off again? It's just like a great membership tributes, but I wasn't done narrating yet. But what do we have coming up now? The festival or whatever? We need to assign stuff for you editors to do. And wait a second, Monica. Oh my God, what the F is it now? Yuri and I want to have our poem share argument now. Fine, effing do whatever you want already. Holy shit. Cool. So anyway, Yuri, you want to start this thing? Absolutely. Though I was wondering, would you mind if it was a bit more intense of an argument than usual? Oh, sure. Like, what, you want it to get way too real or something? Wait, are we gonna get another choice here? Should I have held out? Should I have held off longer before reloading? Oh well. Yes, I would love that. Although we should have some manner of signaling to the other person if we feel the other party has gone too far. Usual safety word? That will do. Usual safety word? Uh-oh. How's this gonna play out? Natsuki and Yuri quickly recompose themselves and then make a show of handing each other their poems. What was this language? This language? I don't understand. My poem's literally every word and not constructed in any particular fashion other than in a dictionary. Just handed her a dictionary. No, I mean, why do you use an English dictionary? The only people who use English for anything are those idiots who are too useless at learning languages to learn anything else. That's one way to put it, I suppose. I mean, it's a pretty common language in the world, I think, but what do I know? Anyway, both Natsuki and Yuri turn and silently glare at the mod creator for a moment before resuming. The English language has the most words of all the languages in the world. It allows for the greatest variety in particular word choice and nuance in meaning. Not that I would expect someone of your limited vocabulary to understand the linguistic constructs comprising multiple syllables. Oh yeah? Effing okay then, Mrs. Westaboo. Ms. Westaboo, what? Go ahead and throw the blame off yourself. It's not possible that you could, I don't know, be effing wrong about something. Yeah, you're just so right. Me so dumb, no spell big words and make big poems. Instead, I've decided to, I don't know, effing not fill my goddamn speech with uselessly long words for no reason other than to impress other effing people. That way it doesn't take me so effing long to get to whatever point I'm trying to make. Which is just as well then, because I suspect with how brutally simplistic you and your infantile speech come across to anyone, they'd much rather spend as little time speaking to you as possible. Have it go way too real? Yeah, pretty much. I would estimate that even an individual below average intelligence would only be able to stand speaking with you for approximately 12 seconds before looking for for opportunities to end conversation with you. I suspect that once 23 seconds have elapsed, they would resort to drastic measures such as defecating themselves simply to have an excuse to not hear the excrement dribbling out of your mouth. Oh, like you would effing know about shit, wouldn't you, Mrs. Oh, why would I flush the toilet after I've used it? That's my child in there. What? What? You shut your syphilitic trap mouth about Tormuse Jr. Gosh darn it. I'm sorry, is this implying that she actually did name her feces Tormuse Jr. and, or MC Jr. I suppose? Wait, effing what? You named it? And after Tormuse? Thanks for annoying us shit already when you refused to make the bed, but I was willing to overlook that. And I'm still the only one who does the dishes every night, even after you said you'd do them like 20 times already. Are we established that they're living together and have been living together for some time, I guess? No, effing instead, while I'm loading up the dishwasher, my effing self, you run to the bathroom and start staring at your literal effing shit in the toilet? Wait, hold on. You guys have both a toilet and a dishwasher? Wow, what did it take for you guys to get that? We just made sure to ask the realtor for a house that was fully drawn. It's really not that hard to reviews. Also, another thing I'm slightly curious about, you've named poop after me, ... Tormuse Jr. is your son, and I would appreciate it if you were to use his real name, ... I have many questions. Okay, are we gonna click through these options? There's why ... how ... what ... how am I the father in Terabang or token bizarre fetish option? We got to go with the token bizarre fetish option, I think. Okay, we are not doing another menu loop. Move it along already. At least get the parentage thing answered. She ate your foot. What? I'm sorry. Are we just doing the? Do you really want to save on that? I mean, of course. Why wouldn't I? Anyway, yeah, like again, the bad improv scene moment where they're just out of nowhere declare something which seemingly contradicts everything that happened before. Like, wait a minute, you mean he only had one foot this whole time and just didn't comment on it? I also have several questions, none of which should be answered. Fair. I mean, she ate your foot. That's where it went. Like, that's where it went, he says. Like, it's like, oh, what, he just woke up one morning and said, oh, hey, one of my feet's missing. How about that? Okay. He's all yours. Genetic testing would confirm this in a heartbeat. Of course it would. It's my foot. ... Was my foot. ... God damn it. You birthed a child. ... No, actually didn't, because that's not even remotely how that works. I don't care. I have to have Travis as a part of my very essence at all times. And Travis Jr. is the best I've been able to have. Every moment of gestation with Torbius Jr. was like standing atop the highest peaks of sexual satisfaction I've ever had. Gestation? Like, what? Digesting the foot? Woke up with the wrong foot in Detroit? Sure. Some of the directions this mod goes in, I swear, is just like, what? What is this? What is going on here? Moving on. Okay, stop. This is by far the most horrific thing you've done. This isn't even cool in a fun and or funny yandere way. None of this is the sort of thing that would make someone actually attracted to you. This just might be my limit. Why the hell would you do that? Wait, really? Are we actually at that point? This really is strange, is it not? ... question mark? Oh, slow zoom on Yuri. That particular set of actions I performed is, indeed, incredibly disturbing, indicative of an utter lack of sanity on multiple levels. It's almost as though the perception of a crazed girlfriend who will do demonstrably insane actions in the name of their obsession in some sort of twisted representation of love isn't actually very desirable at all. Further, I'm curious as to the degree of your curiosity you possess in regards to myself and my own actual well-being and desires. All of these actions are very obviously counter to what I would prefer to do, were I of sound mind presently. From my perspective, I've been imprisoned in a cage of flesh that no longer acts according to my whims or desires and works to actively destroy all that I hold dear and the identity I have developed over my entire life. And I'm utterly incapable of doing anything to remedy it, or even to steer myself away from this particular course of events. I still have a mouth, and yet I am incapable of screaming regardless. The Harlan Ellingson reference there? I have no mouth and I must scream. Which is a cool short story about post-apocalyptic dystopia about an insane supercomputer that's torturing the last remnants of humanity. But also a video game based on it, which interestingly was voiced by Harlan Ellingson himself, apparently. Like he did voice acting in it and like had a part in the making of it. So he's sort of I think there are other series based on that short story as well, but I don't know. It's kind of I only learned that from happened to watching a stream of that of someone playing the game and they commented on it. It's cool that he had active development in the or played an active part in the development of that stuff. Also, I like how the zoom neatly keeps Natsuki's head in frame. It's like it's perfectly positioned so that only the fact that her neck is bent that way keeps her head in frame. Like if it was upright, like her half of her face would be off screen. Anyway, moving on. I have a mouth, yet I'm incapable of screaming regardless. This is what you're referring to about becoming a yandere earlier, isn't it? Just zoom out and then zoom back in again. I would never willingly partake in nearly every action I perform since being compelled to do so. But it's all okay, isn't it? It's what you want, after all. You don't care in the slightest that I'm being tortured in a particularly insidious, heinous manner. I'm going to unwillingly destroy myself and completely lose everything that makes me me to fit your particular twisted fantasy. So that means it's all okay. Yes. Once again, Chronos getting on her soapbox, using the characters as a mouthpiece to criticize the community and the fandom. Play DDLC, hated it, went into the fandom, hated it harder. Scenario is low, but getting more possible with cringe culture being popular. Not sure what to say about that. Yeah, not sure. I'm not sure about the connection with the cringe culture angle that you're getting at there. Yeah, I don't know. I can't speak for Chronos. I can't say if she like hates the fandom per se. I mean, I was kind of hoping she'd show up for the stream, like she has in the. She's shown up in chat for a few of the other previous streams. Funnily, in the last one last week, she showed up at like right at the very last minute, like just as I was raiding out. Which is kind of funny timing. But yeah. Yeah, what am I trying to say here? Yeah, I can't speak for. I don't think she hates them. I think she has. She certainly has strong feelings about parts of them, at least. Like enough that she like gave up on the mod that she like really wanted to finish. You know, the Doki Doki Rewind Replay mod, which she ended up she released a demo for and then ended up canceling. Like she eventually reached a point where she's like, you know, that's the final straw. Like I mean, I think I can probably. It's probably okay for me to say. For her, the final straw was DDMC's allowance of AI in mods. Briefly, like there was a stretch of time where there was like a sort of public debate about whether mods should be allowed to have AI generated images in them, or you know, other AI generated content. And this is a few years back now, I guess, and the AI generated stuff was a relatively new thing, and excuse me, and there was opinions are pretty divided at the time, or so it seemed anyway. It might just be a vocal minority who were speaking in favor of AI. Now, I think it's safe to say public consensus is very firmly on the side against usage of AI. And Team Salvato has also come out and said that, yeah, no, we don't want AI used in the generation of mods or fan content or whatever. They're pretty firmly on against it. It's like not allowed in mods, and they don't want like DDLC assets to be fed into large learning modules, or whatever they're called, the LLMs. What is it? Language learning large? I don't know. Whatever. What is it? Oh, great! It's gonna bug me. I'm having a brain fart and forgetting what LLM stands for. Yeah, large language module. Yeah. Carefully scrolling past the AI overview because I don't trust it. But yeah, that was like. I mean, there were other things that went on. I mean, she's mentioned it publicly, so I think I'm okay in saying it. I'm going to refresh this page here just to make sure the ad break countdown hasn't started yet. Okay, here we go. Yeah, like like enough has been stated publicly. I think I'm okay saying it. Obviously, the whole events of you know the former owner of DDMC, Carl, being revealed to having been made sexual advances on minors in the community and so on. That obviously took a lot of the wind out of Chronos' sails in terms of wanting to be involved in the community and working on this mod. And the fact that the other administrator, Lucas, also helped defend Carl as well. He denies that he helped defend him, but it's like the evidence shows what he did, so whatever. That was a whole mess, and I wouldn't blame anyone for not wanting to be associated with the community after that, and I think Chronos has already tried to distance himself there. But the AI thing came up, and not to stir up old drama or anything, but it is public information, so I guess I am okay saying that one moderator in particular, Master Luma, was particularly speaking out in favor of allowing AI in mods. I'm not sure why he had such a strong stance on that, but if not for him, that probably would have put a more firm ban on AI usage much earlier than it was. Did not expect a fandom controversy summary. Thanks, though. Yeah. Sorry, maybe I'm going into too much detail about that. It's usual, Tormu's tangent. You have to expect that in my streams. It's not showing there it is. Incoming ad break. I had to refresh it twice before this thing showed the countdown. Ad break coming up in 3 minutes 15 seconds. There we go. But yeah, I don't know. I just I guess I wanted to launch into that whole explanation because the implication that Chronos hates the fandom. Gosh darn, we've gone. Speaking of AI, there's a bot in chat here, and you are banned. Well-timed arrival there. I mean, just the comment about hating the fandom. I don't think Chronos hates the fandom. It's just various things piled up. I mean, like obviously the Carl incident contributed to it. The AI discussion contributed to it. There is some general toxicity in the DDLC modding community, which, I mean, there's going to be some measure of toxicity in any community, really. But I'm definitely not saying all of it's bad. I mean, there are plenty of good people that I've encountered there. You have to seek them out. Particularly, I found it in the I've been spending a lot of time hanging out in the Discord server for the club meetings mod. Some very nice people there. Describing people as nice is nice is not a very good compliment. That's nice is the compliment you use when you can't think of anything nice to say. No, they're just good, kind. Just genuinely decent people in the club meeting server is what I'm getting at. It's a place that's worth spending time. There's some I believe Crazy Kaylee, the author of that mod, did a good job in creating a friendly, welcoming, and I dare say safe environment. Like the people that come into it are vetted to make sure they're good to to fit into that particular community. I mean, all this to say that there are good people in the DDLC modding community, even if there's some uncomfortable amount of toxicity. Like some people are just being mean or bullies, and some people are just weirdly disconnected from reality, like the mass fandom I alluded to earlier. But they're good people in there too. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't take part myself. Anyway, ad break is imminent, so I'll be right back. And back again. while rapidly chewing on food. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah. So basically, Yuri's speech here is criticizing that particular aspect of. Like we've gone from criticizing the fans of Monica to the fans of Yuri. Well, the specific portion of the community that's a fan of her her whole, you know, quote unquote Yandra personality in Act 2, where she's going against going against her established character from Act 1, like deliberately going against her established character as part of the horror of being someone losing her mind and being out of control and so on. And you know, criticizing the segment of the community that finds that attractive instead of horrific. And saying that just means it's all okay. So that means it's all okay. ... You talking to me or through me? ... question mark. Like, I want to go back to the Dandra Yuri again. How tragic. I desire to do everything I can for you, but the sole thing I am incapable of is existing as anything other than this shambling corpse of a personality. Every fiber of my being is screaming at me to ensure that you occupy every desire I have on every conceivable level, and thus... Holy shit, is this why you've kept asking me to dress up as Torius? I'm sorry, it's just, both... Again, it's that the bad improv scene moment thing, which is it never ceases to be a good bit. Like it is a funny bit to keep coming back to. It's just funny from the standpoint of the fact that Yuri asked Natsuki to dress up as Trebus, or the fact that it took this long for Natsuki to clue into the fact that this would be why she wants it. Anyway, it wasn't just role play with an accurate real life example at all. You were just trying to imagine you're with him. Before that, you wouldn't even look at me while we were... No, you know what? Effing F you, you lanky itsy bitch. We're through. I don't ever want to see you or your oversized whore tits again. Here, that way you can just slice yourself to effing ribbons and bleed on whatever dishes and veggies you want while you look at your worthless food baby floating in your worthless excuse for life. Yikes, okay. I don't effing care anymore. ... Pin? What? What is it, you piece of shit? Pineapple. Wait, is that their safe word? Oh shit, what? Too much? Are you okay? Yuri starts to openly cry in front of all of us. Wait, do they not have a crying sprite? Oh, no, babe, I'm sorry. Just usually mean it when you say you want it to get intense. I'm sorry. Crap, it'll help Termius. She ate my foot! That's a pretty good reason not to tell. I'll give you that. Yeah, okay, so we're apparently leaning into the idea that the argument is some kind of foreplay for these two that they do in their relationship. Hands growing wrinkly from pee crunching. I'm tired now. Pee crunching. Now, I'm curious to know what this pee cleaning involves. Anyway, yeah, I'm not a fan of peas myself personally. Anyway, yeah, this mod though, it goes back and forth a lot between like zany, silly humor and like just open commentary about serious topics, and like it looks like we're drifting from the just random openly cruel casual misogyny to yeah, to a representation of BDSM dynamics, where you like the whole concept of having a safe word that you say when oh gosh, should I go to a discussion about BDSM dynamics now? It's a topic that came up in one of my previous streams. Funnily enough, when I was doing the stream series of Amuniko, that's that cat girl game. Somehow the subject of BDSM dynamics came up then, and I was we had a real discussion going on in chat during that one. While still trying to keep it PG-13, because I'm like, I do have to be conscious of the audience that might be watching. But anyway, basically, okay, BDSM, meaning, you know, bondage, domination, sadomasochism. It's a kind of kink fetish. It's a sexual thing where one person is hurting the other, and this is seems to be like playing into that whole dynamic where Natsuki and Yuri are just trying to hurt each other. Well, like hurt each other with their words, I suppose. And it's but that sort of activity is it's kind of play acting in a way. Like you're playing out a scene. Like you're not acting the way you normally would, and so that's what they're getting at here. That like Natsuki doesn't actually mean these cruel things that she's saying about Yuri. She's just doing it because, I don't know, that's something they enjoy as part of their foreplay or whatever. Just break open the shell they grow in. There's a bit of pea water, as in any plant. Mm-hmm, yeah, it's like a softer chestnut with a ribbon attached. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Cool. Anyway, enough talk of peas. Now back to the PDSM chatter. Like, what was I saying? But yeah, basically they're role play with an accurate real life example. Yeah, there is some measure of like role play acting when it comes to you know, doing like they talk about it as, like, it's a scene, like a scene in a play or a show or whatever, like a BDSM scene, and there are typically like accepted rules for how you're supposed to go about doing like a BDSM scene, and one of the big ones, from what I understand in the BDSM community, not that I have any participation in that particular community, I just have some awareness because I've read about it and I've interacted with people, like I've talked to people in the BDSM community. Not that I've had, like, I don't know, physical interaction with them or anything. I'm just saying, you know, from what I've heard, the aftercare is an important part of it. Like after doing this thing, whether it's like playing a scene where you're being verbally cruel to the person or you're being physically cruel to them, afterward you have to have some kind of aftercare to say, are you okay? Did I go too far? Like, was any of that too much, or did you enjoy it? Whatever. Yeah, typically there is it's pretty common to have an agreed upon safe word, a word that doesn't normally that you wouldn't normally expect to say in that context. So it's a clear signal that it's time to break out of the scene. The scene is done. You stop acting like this now. So that appears to be what's the example which is being shown here, that Chronos is attempting to depict some kind of healthy BDSM dynamic here, where Yuri says the safe word and Natsuki switches into aftercare mode and is no longer acting in the intense way that they declared earlier. Isn't this a line blur between BDSM and venting? Ooh, okay. Venting. Yeah, I guess it depends what kind of venting you're talking about. Like, oftentimes when people use the word venting, like in a normal mainstream colloquial way, they talk about they talk about like complaining about something that bugs them as a way of venting, like venting out their anger. But there's also in like psychological, like psychologist circles, like traditionally the term venting is used to refer to like venting aggression out, like punching a punching bag, for instance. Both? Okay. Yeah. Like there are different contexts. Different contexts of the word venting might mean different things. And yeah, you could easily argue there's absolutely a line blur between BDSM and venting. Yeah, I don't want to claim to speak for the people who engage in like BDSM activities. What am I trying to say here? What am I trying to say here? It's a bit of a fraught topic. How do I express this? Okay, context is important. Contexts are always important. There are like good and bad aspects to the concept of venting. Like some people feel the need to complain about things to just sort of get it out of their head, as it were, and it helps them calm down to be heard and be able to complain about the thing that makes them angry or whatever, or upset or frustrated or what have you. But there's also an opposing school of thought that says that, well, actually, that venting is bad, actually, and that if you encourage the person to express themselves angrily all the time, then that just makes them more likely to express themselves angrily in inappropriate ways, etc. Like, I kind of tend to favor the first school of thought, though. I think complaining is therapeutic. It depends. Like again, context is important, as I say. It depends on the context that you're complaining in, I guess. Like if you're on a level where you're like making up things to complain about and you're complaining for its own sake, then that's dumb and you're wasting everybody's time and you're just being annoying. And some uncomfortably high number of people do that. They just make up things to complain about. But emotional catharsis is often part of the benefit people may experience BDSM activities. Exactly. There you go. You got it. You're looking for some kind of emotional release. Exactly. And yeah, you could say that's there's some connection between that and venting, like emotional venting. But yeah, I think there are plenty of contexts where venting is absolutely a beneficial and desirable thing to do. Like as long as the person you're venting to is okay with it, and like there are plenty of people who pride themselves on being good listeners. I would consider myself among them. Like I'm glad to hear people out complaining about whatever if it makes them feel better to do so. Because some people just want to be heard. They just want to know that someone heard their complaints, and they don't have to have that feeling of anger just festering inside them and going around their head or whatever. For some people, just talking about it and getting it out of their head is cathartic, as Leithero says. As you say, it can that can be a thing in BDSM activities as well. In this case, it seems that Yuri got upset when Natsuki brought her self-harm habit into it, which is a perfectly reasonable thing to get upset about. I don't know what kind of origin story this mod is going for with regards to Yuri's self-harm habit, although everything is so all over the place in this mod, and deliberately so, that what kind of origin, the question of what kind of origin is kind of irrelevant. And by origin story, there can be multiple reasons someone might want to self-harm. I guess content warning for self-harm. Some people might do it for depression reasons, and which I'm led to believe is the more common reason. It's someone got mad at me for putting emphasis on the people who self-harm for depression reasons, and so fine, I'll point out that yes, some people might do it for they might do it for sexual reasons or for some kind of emotional release kind of reasons, there's overlap anyway. I'm just saying, depending on what Yuri's reasons for doing that are, it could have been really upsetting for Natsuki to bring it up in that context, even as part of a scene. Anyway, she ate my foot. That's a pretty good reason not to help. I'll give you that. Move it along. Yeah, well, we'll get you a new one or something. Sorry about that. Well, Monica, care to give me a hand? ... question mark. Without saying a word, what is this expression? Without saying a word, Monica stuffs her mouth with another helping of popcorn from the bag of popcorn she's been eating out of for the last few minutes. Not shown bag of popcorn. Damn it. Really wish Sayori still existed. Da 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 da! Super Sayori to the rescue! Oh my god, Natsuki, what's wrong with your neck? I don't know. Anyway, can you help me, please? Sure. And down in front. Mom, come to this side. Just your hand is visible. Down in front, because she's eating popcorn and like she's watching a show. I can't take it anymore. You're right. I'm a complete mess. I'm so intrinsically linked to Tormes and its existence that I'm completely destroying everything good in my life simply because it feels too good not to. I can't live without him, and I'm no longer deserving of your love, Natsuki. I just can't. I'm too messed up. Please, Tormes, I can't go on like this any further. Promise me you'll stay with me until the end. I do enjoy trippy mods where comedy and tragedy flip at the drop of a hat. Bitch 2 red video, but I'm down. Yeah. It is. The tonal shifts in this mod are pretty wild. Yeah. That in itself, I can imagine putting some people off. It wasn't enough to deter people from voting it mod of the year back in 2019, though. Anyway. Promise me you'll stay with me until the end. Sure, I don't care. I can't help myself. I have to show my love to you, to all of you, one last time, the only way I know how. I love you, all of you, especially you, Natsuki, but unfortunately, Tormes is both my addiction, as well as the only person here that can actually interact with the menu. Do you accept my confession, Tormes? If I say yes, does that mean you won't stab me? Or if I say no, does that mean you won't stab me? I guess I'll save it on principle. This is the point where we launch into Act 3, I suppose, theoretically. Accept my confession. Which route are we going for here? It probably doesn't matter. I'm going to go with no. What? No, I'd never stab you. Why are you even bringing up stabbing now anyway? Isn't that what you were about to do, ... question mark? Like, stab me or yourself or somebody, ... question mark? I do not actually wish to inflict pain upon any of you. You ate my foot! Yeah, at this point in the mod, canonically, he has no hands and only one foot. I do not wish to inflict any fresh pain on any of you. Okay. We just went straight into the... Oh, okay, that ripping sound is for removing the flex tape, I guess. Goodbye, everyone. The blush, like, why isn't this working? ... This is so horribly dark. Also, notice the knife is flipping 180 degrees between her holding it out and stabbing. That's an art error. You know, a fun fact of some kind. This is awkward. Babe, you need a hand there? No hands, no leg, but caught red-handed with a setup, with a step up, sure. Of course, I knew this was coming, but it's still, No, it's fine. You sure about that? She increased the rate. Whew. Okay, feeling somewhat lightheaded at the moment. But I'm okay. I'm okay. She's back to pulsating again. It's just gonna go on, right? Okay, if you say so. Natsuki just turns to look at me. So, dot dot dot. Maka, what do you think about all this? Dot 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 question mark. Dot dot dot. Wait, where'd Maka go? You said something about being squeamish with blood and that she was going to go home for the weekend? Wait, really? Monica's squeamish about blood? I mean... Anyway. Wait. And she didn't delete you on the way out? Oh no, she did. She tried to do it again when I came back, but couldn't for some reason. And she mumbled something about her recycle bin being too full, dot 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 question mark. So I'm guessing she's going home to clean her house, dot 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 question mark. Oh, by the way, Tremy, she told me to tell you to enjoy the weekend or something. Dot dot dot. Right, well, guess we have the club room until she bothers to come back. Dot dot dot. You guys want to, like, go out to eat or something? We can do that? Yeah, of course. Just because we never reached the end of the game the first time around doesn't mean that there isn't a bunch of other locations to find already. I'd love to get something to eat. Awesome. What about you, Yuri? She's still stabbing herself. I suspect the primary thing I require at the moment will be fresh blood in my veins. The lack of any within my circulatory system is making it rather tiring to try and finish. Dot, dot, dot. Honey, do you still have those jugs? Dot, 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 question mark. No, I already told you I get why you were complaining about back problems with. She's talking about the jugs of blood, not the breasts. Oh, wait, you mean the blood jugs, don't you? Correct. Are you kidding? At this point, I can fill one of those completely in about 5 minutes. Oh. Right. She's talking about the menstrual blood thing again. Great. Okay. Well, as long as I got a good seal on the mouth of the thing, anyway. Otherwise, it just kind of sprays everywhere and takes forever. Anyway, I started dumping them out after I filled like 10 of the things. Would you mind terribly if you brought an empty one with us so that you could fill it on demand? Dot 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 question mark. Yeah, I guess I could do that. Well, if that's the case, then I suppose I am rather peckish at the moment. You ate my foot! That transpired a week ago. I require sustenance more regular than weekly, Tormuse. Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, I only agreed to stay with you until you died, so I guess that means I'm going too. Awesome. Where do you guys want to go? Oh, honey, what about the cafe we visited after the reception? Yeah, they love that place, I'm sure. The way Yuri's facial expressions keep changing. Plus, I have already inquired for unrelated reasons, and I already know they're fine with industrial quantities of bodily fluids. Great, let's go. The cafe visit after the reception, like wedding reception, I suppose. I inquired if they were okay with bodily fluids for other reasons. Okay, anyway. We all went to the nearby cafe and had a great time talking over scenes with Yuri's oddly metallic tasting tea. Afterwards, all of us went and watched some birds at the park. They're all smiling. Yuri just happily continuing to stab herself. We went exploring and got lost, but found a nice river to relax next to for a little while. Then we got very lost, which is not as fun. Yuri looking scared and she's still stabbing herself. Especially after we awakened the Cthulhuid monstrosity. Fortunately for us, we had exponentially more blood than was required for the sealing ritual. What? The blood needed for the sealing ritual? Okay. I don't think a metallic taste is all that odd considering, sure. After that long night, we went to Yuri's place and crashed for a bit and did our laundry. Everything's covered in blood. God damn it. Okay. Then we, wanted to buy some shit. Then we remembered that malls suck and instead went to an amusement park. And then we all decided to go skydiving, because why not? She's, still stabbing herself as she's jumping out of the plane. So should it be cool to taste? Sure, why not? Eventually, we finally returned to the club room on the morning of the festival. Switch from past tense to present tense. Okay, anyway. Wow, that was the most fun I've ever had over a weekend. Yeah, I can't believe that ridiculous montage we just went through only showed a tenth of all the awesome things we did. It was incredible. I can scarcely comprehend how wonderful life can truly be when given the opportunities, she says as she continues stabbing herself. It makes me want to weep in joy. ... As of recent, I've been contemplating something. Contemplating non-suicide, I guess? I feel complete, as though I found my purpose in life, my specific requirements for a waterfall of pleasant satisfaction, and all that is required for it is you, all of you. Sayori, your unquenchable joy and happiness and intentional goofing around whenever you're not suffering from a depressive low helps to brighten anyone's mood in any occasion. Aw, that makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Wait, that might not be making me feel that. I haven't been warm in a week, and I think the fuzzy thing is just some sort of mold in my intestines or something. That got dark. Natsuki, my love, I adore every facet of your shining brilliance, from your intentionally stark simplicity in thought and action, to the particular ways you either conceal or reveal your affection to others, and particularly to myself. Not to mention how you drive me wild with how you've managed to craft your body into the perfect balance of hardened muscle outlined with feminine form. Oh, wow, okay. All right, thank you, babe. I'm happy with my efforts to have had the desired effect on you. And finally, Tormuse, I'm so happy that you've stuck around with us through all this insanity. Well, I mean, I both promised not to leave you until you die, as well as I kind of don't have a choice anyway with how scripting works. I'm glad you like having me around. I've always been really nervous that I wasn't really doing much or contributing to the stuff we all did over the weekend. Oh, to be clear, you did indeed contribute to the least to any of the events of the weekend. Ouch. I forgot you were with us for half the stuff we did. Natsuki, that's so mean. I'm his best and arguably only friend since childhood. At least try and be like me. I only forgot about him maybe a quarter of the time. You primarily serve as a constant dopamine drip for me by simply maintaining your presence near to me. But I still value you, Torbius, she says, still stabbing herself. That's not the thing to bring up with Natsuki. Bounce is not a thing to bring up with Natsuki? Not quite sure what you mean by that. I think Bounce is the name of the side story that centers her and Sayori. Anyway. ... Thank you, ? You are most welcome, dear Tormuse. All this realization has hit me and has delivered unto me an epiphany. Yeah? ... Yes. And the stabbing is slowing down. She's realizing that she doesn't want to stab herself. I believe I found what I need to be happy. And it's all of us, together. In fact, would I be correct in thinking that you share this opinion? ... Is this a lead-in to Monica coming back and just deleting everyone and going into Act 3? The neck is broken? Oh, okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, you guys are all just the best. Well, 3/4 of us are the best anyway. Ouch, again. I'd be more pissed about you saying that, but I'm pretty sure that this is my best bet for literally anything in my life. So, sure, whatever. I like you guys too. Absolutely, babe. I want to be with you, ... forever. For as long as I can be. Forever? ? Forever. Natsuki and Yuri tenderly kiss, savoring the moment that begins their forever with each other in true bliss. Not pictured, tender kiss, forever, or true bliss. Yeah. they're about to all get deleted. I just know it. We can all be together, forever and perfect. Yeah. Yeah. ... Yeah? Question mark. I'm back. You would not believe how much porn I had to remove from current users for cycle. Square bracket current user is the internal default name for the name put on the operating system that DDLC uses for that one bit in Act 3 where Monica calls you by your quote unquote real name. Anyway. Not believe how much porn I had to remove from current users for cycle. ... The F? We've all collectively decided that the best thing in life is all of us being happy together. Wonderful. So, questions for you two. How's that marriage thing working out? Great. I'm glad we live in, quote, Japan, unquote, since regular Japan isn't nearly as progressive as their laws here recognizing same-sex unions. Everyone then uncomfortably looked away from each other as the joke was based on an unfortunate aspect of real-world reality. Aww. This mod keeps doing that. I've changed my mind about ending my own existence. I'm so joyous about our marriage. Additionally, I was unable to complete the process regardless, and were I to continue attempting to do so, I'd deplete my knife collection in less than a week. Oh, about that, figured out what the problem was. Oh no, if I could just, okay. Like after all that, Manga just shows up and just kills Yuri outright, I guess. Anyway, oh good, I thought I was stuck in the same room as her for another, 70 years or something. Stupid longevity of our particular society. No, Yuri, that's so sick. Natsuki then proceeded to vomit where she stood. Not pictured Natsuki vomiting since I have a friend who would prefer not to see it. Oh, interesting. Thanks for letting me clean myself up, Monica. No problem. Anyway. No, Yuri, my love. I want us to be together forever. ... Monica. Yes? Please, there's only one thing I want right now. One thing I need right now. I need to be with her. This is getting super grim dark here. She's about to request to be killed. With me, this has been is a video of a Space Marine squad breaking into the school? What? Okay then. I have no idea what you're referring to. Anyway, moving on. Be with her forever. ... Please, let me be with her. ... You mean you want to be like her? ... Yes. It's the only thing I could ever want again. I just want to see her, want to rest with her. ... Is it that important to you? Yes. I just cannot bear to be without her. Cool. What? Where'd she go? ... Question mark. Denied. Where? What'd you do, you bitch? I deleted her from the game entirely. I also made sure to give you the same thing that was keeping her alive all weekend, so you can't ever join her. Why? Why would you do something like this? Because, Natsuki, as you've been so keen to point out to me over and over, I'm a bitch, aren't I? Flipped Monica Sprite. ... Can I just go home now? ... Question mark. Relevant note, if you turn on the DDLC Plus content warnings, vomit is one of the warning pop-ups at the end of Act 2. Oh, interesting. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, sure. ... Wait, did you go out the window? Why is she still flipped? Effing finally. So, mind if I go too? Oh, no. We've got one last thing to do together here. God damn it. Hi there, Torbius. ... Question mark. There's no period at the end of the sentence. How much more of this? The awkward part of this is I actually... This stream might necessarily have to be capped at 2 hours, and I'm approaching that point. and I'm uncomfortably close to the end, so I'm like, wondering if I should plow on to the end, or if I let me just check something real quick. Oh great, hopefully this doesn't crash the stream. I'm just trying to actually maybe I don't need it. These are yeah, okay. The script files are packed up there. I'm just pulling up Afro Zero's VOD series of this mod, just so I can get an idea how close to the end I am. If it's worth pushing through to the end, or if I should interrupt it here. Actually, it'll be in a playlist, right? Because there are multiple videos. It's from several years ago, though, so where's it? There it is. Okay. Yeah, full playlist, 8 videos. Yeah, because just looking at Afro Zero's series, there's there's an 8 video series. The seventh video is 45 minutes, and features Yuri stabbing herself, and then the 8th video is another 47 minutes. So I think there's still a fair bit. I don't think I can wrap this up in 10 minutes. I think it might be prudent to break this up and finish this off next week, which might be an awkward thing to do because that might mean that next week's stream is extra short. But I don't know. Maybe I can play the rewind replay demo to fill in the rest of the stream time or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I think I have to wrap this up. Yeah, because I have a weekly meet. I have 2 brothers, and we've taken to having a weekly virtual meeting, like video call thing. And we were previously doing it on Saturdays, and there was a scheduling change, and we decided to do it Sunday instead this week. And so yeah, I'm gonna go do that because it starts in 20 minutes, and I figure better to stop at a decent stopping point. Yeah, I had a feeling all the save games were gonna be gone. Oh, it still let me save. Not like the history is still there. In the base game, when it deletes all the saves, it doesn't let you save anymore. You're just stuck permanently here, and the history gets erased as well. Oh well. Just another way to say the ends are atypical for me. Also appropriate. You said a grim dark right before reading that message. Yeah. Have you seen Cardboard Box? I forget. I do not know what Cardboard Box is. You capitalized Cardboard Box. I'm assuming is that a name of a movie or a game or something? I don't know what you're referring to. It's a mod? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not aware of that then. No. But yeah, I just want to try to wrap up here. Yeah, probably next week I'll wrap up this mod. Depending on how much material is left, it's either going to be a really short stream, or maybe I'll play something else to tack onto it. I don't know. I'll figure something out. Only about 15 minutes-ish. Really beautiful. Okay. Hey, maybe I can tack that mod on the end of the stream. Why not? Just thinking it might be worth looking into for after the end of this next stream. Cool. Yeah, makes sense. But yeah, I guess for now I'm just gonna look up who to raid. I mean, unless I suppose I just one quick last minute thing. Check just on the off chance like one or both my brothers cancel it or something. I'm just gonna double check my email and messages here. Okay, yeah, I think it's still going forward. So yeah, we're just gonna raid out. Who can we raid? I'm open to suggestions, incidentally. I remember that game. Just think it might be worth looking into for after the end of the 6 year. I read that. Thanks for the good times as always. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and do a genre change, and I'm gonna give a raid to Tina Bug for no particular reason except that I don't usually get to raid her. Oh no, she hasn't started yet. Oh, it's only 7 minutes in, and it's okay. It's just on the starting soon screen. Okay, so it would be awkward to raid into her then. Okay, never mind. In that case.